Hello, my name is Eric Senechal. We're here with Eden, and we're going to be doing a pulsar treatment, so you guys can know what the treatment is all about and what's the process of what we do. So you guys be able to see what we do. So I'm just going to ask you, Eden, just to stand up in front of me if you don't mind, please. So first thing we're going to do is actually check your energy field. So on your left side, it's supposed to be positive, and then you got your right side, it's negative. So that's the attraction of the energy flowing around you. And in the center, it alternates. So your brain should be positive, and then negative at your thyroid. Your heart's supposed to be positive, negative, going down. Okay, so I'm going to check this with this finger. So over here is supposed to be positive. Yeah, oh, that's good. And then your spleen, negative, perfect. Your hips goes back, positive. Right, it's pretty good, so that's good. Yeah, negative, liver, positive. You're actually pretty good too. We're having a bit more problems here with your head. That's okay. Yeah, your center is definitely, it's almost dead now. Yeah, definitely your whole center is definitely, but your right and left is actually pretty good, which I'm impressed.
I'll be asking about that more later.
And okay, now we're just gonna check which pulsar would be working for you. So the spinner's gonna tell the angels you like them. Thyroid you like them too. Which one you prefer?
What?
Oh, I'm asking myself,
Oh,
but it's okay. I'm just trying to figure out which one your body would be better. Yeah, so the angels would be the best one for you. Okay. Well, you don't want that one yet. Okay. Okay. So I thought we could use this because I know you were saying your lower back is having little issues.
Actually, I'm not having any pain with it anymore. It was a previous
issue.
injury that is good now.
Okay, well that's good actually. Okay, yeah, you can lay back on your back. Put this knee to knee so you can be more comfortable. Lay down. Perfect. So we'll have a few pulsars you're going to put, it's all going to be on your back. And these are this one has all three colors involved in this one.
Okay.
So when I'm going to be spinning out, it's going to be everything's going to connect together. It's going to act as a vacuum coming through here. It goes through my body and then goes to the water that's on the side. So what I was explaining, I think I told you that before, I'm not 100% sure. If you know how the high tide, low tide, how it works.
Yeah, you explained that to me last time I was here.
So I'm just going to explain to the people at the same time. So basically the reason why we have high tide, low tide is just because of the salt that's in the water. It attracts the energy. So low tide, high tide will work with the moon. So it's the attraction of the moon, the gravity of the moon that actually does the high tide, low tide. And we don't have that with the rivers or the bays because it's not salt water. So that's why the regular water will stay normal, but the salt water will move with it. So when we do when I spin you, I would actually take the energy out. It goes with the spinner here, so that acts like a little mortar, we can say, pulling out all the energy, and it goes into the salt water that I put here in the bucket. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually taking the static that you have built up in your body. If you got shock for some reason, or sitting down in the seat and then you get friction, it builds up static in your body. Okay. So I'm just going to touch your forehead. I'm going to take that out, and then we're going to do your feet. And after that, you can start the whole body treatment. And when we do the treatment, we actually pass the pulsar on top of you, so I don't touch your body. Stay a couple of inches on top of your body, and then you can take all the blockage out of you. And once the spinner stops spinning on its own, you start jumping all over the place. That means it's over. I gotta stop that at that spot. There we go. So now the spinner is trying to make it spin, but it's not spinning. You'll see that. So do the same thing with your feet. Are you cold or are you?
I'm good.
Okay. If you feel cold, don't be shy. Let me know. I can bring a heat up, or you can put a blanket on you.
Okay. I feel some pressure in my upper head, like crown chakra area, but I've been feeling that before like today. So.
Okay. We're gonna see how it's gonna go. So did you notice, like,
I felt some tingling.
can you see this pendant?
Mm-hmm.
It's turning positive because that's where it's supposed to be on that side. But as soon as I put the pulsar on your forehead,
Oh my goodness.
and we were saying earlier, like, at your forehead, the energy was very, very low. So I took my hands off and it's been positive again. So that means we got some work to do over here.
Mm.
I do have some cold coming out now. I don't know if you feel that.
Mm. Some activity there.
Some activity.
Mm-hmm. Also in my body.
For me, it feels like air conditioning hitting in my hand right now. That's blockage coming out. And when we have heat, usually that's healing, which is great. I feel like there's a bowling ball going through my arm right now. You must be feeling something for sure.
Oh yes.
Delta pulsar that we put on.
Okay.
These ones, it's going to be working mostly on your muscles, connection between from your cells, the communication being made properly. So they act like booster cables for a car. So it helps the communication for your whole body, for movement, for digestion system, for everything. So that helps a lot. You're probably going to start feeling very relaxed right after you've been moving. It's going to calm
I'm
you.
already feeling some vibrations there.
These ones going to go in your hands. So you can keep those. So that's for the deltas. Now we're going to put the angel's pulsars on you. Most of the time when the person comes for the first time, that's the pulsar they're going to be using, just to show you how it looks like. So some of them have little red dots, like this is the physical one, and then there's going to be a green dot, or the green. I put them in green bags, easier to identify them. The green one is for the emotional, and then you got the blue one is for the mental. We also put the galacticals. Galacticals, they're very special pulsars. Those are different ones. They work differently from all the other pulsars. They act as filters. So they take actually the three colors out. So you're gonna take the emotional, physical, and mental vibration. It pulls it out, and then spins around and comes back into the white light coming back into you. So it acts as a filter, and it amplifies all the pulsars that I put on you on top of that. So they work. I can see you're already starting to be very relaxed.
Yes.
So these ones I'm going to put on, they have a similar effect as the one that I just put around you, but they call them primordials, and it brings you back to your prime, way back, like the first people that actually worked on Earth, right to the first vibration of the human body.
Wow.
And the beauty of these is actually, I'm going to put that right behind your ears here. And the beauty of those pulsars, it actually brings a vibration back to the nature state, what we should have been, without the pollution, without the ego, without all that stuff. So it brings your brain vibration very, very calm. You're going to notice probably already that you're calming down even more. I can see that on you. So yeah, it brings a lot of ladies like that because it stops from the mind from spinning, and it helps you relax even more. Right. We'll check your alignment first again, see if everything's okay again. I'm always taking the left hand side. Right. It should be okay because it was okay the first time. There we go, that's a beautiful swing. You got positive, perfect. Negative is your thyroid, positive is your heart. Stomach negative. Awesome. Awesome. So the little test I wanted to do is the electromagnetic field. So you can bring up just your left arm, like this. So it should be positive. Yeah, so it's turning clockwise. Come closer to your cell phone, and we'll see with this hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I be holding it?
Well, just be in touch with it, like you see, it's already negative. Did you notice that it changed?
Yes.
If you let it go, move away slowly. Back positive.
So it's that fast?
Oh yeah, it's
Change.
instant. It's instant. Any electrical stuff, it affects your aura right away. Let's do the same test. Just hold this in your hand. That's just one of the pulsars. Let's do it again.
So just hold it?
Yeah, hold in that hand and we'll turn your hand like this. There you go, positive, and you go back slowly. So So the electromagnetic field is not infected anymore because you have the pulse in your hand.
Oh my goodness.
So it protects you from all the EMF that's in the
Can I get
environment.
one of these?
Well, that's one of the, that's a therapy one, that's one
Yeah.
to work with. Like the necklace that I showed you earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of them. This is another one you can have.
That's amazing.
And it's,
Oh.
yeah, so it will protect you.
How many people are always holding their cell phones?
It's terrible. Terrible what it does.
And like I know that I'm not the only one that sleeps with it, like right there next to you.
So when you do sleep with your cell phone, try to put it at least 3 feet away from you. Put it on airplane mode, and can you just use your Wi-Fi from home.
Okay.
And like I said, if you shut down your 5G network, your cell phone will go automatically on a 2.4 gigahertz instead, and that will help you not having that radiation. But at least keep it 3 feet away from especially your head, your body. And
That's exactly where it is too.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Wow.
It's just gonna help you, and that's another thing that actually will work against your sleep, because you have that radiation all the time. So it brings your body's trying to go to the delta level for you to be able to go to sleep, and it's not letting you because the vibration of the cell phone network is a lot higher. It's very fast actually, so it keeps your body from staying in that higher level, and you're not falling asleep because of that. And when you take the electronics out of technically you should take it out of the room, so no TV, no computer, no tablets, none of that stuff in the bedroom. It helps your body go back to the delta level when you're trying to sleep. If you have too much electronics in your house, in your bedroom.
Yeah, I refuse to put a TV in my bedroom.
Yeah, we do the same actually. We got the exactly same thing too. Actually, in my bedroom, I do have a computer, but every time I go to bed, it's unplugged. I unplug it completely, so that way it's not doing anything, and it stays clean on me. All right, so we're gonna do the aura bath.
Okay.
So we can just stand here. You can jump. Oh, no, you can actually stay that way. Actually, I'm just gonna grab the pulsars here. So the reason, well, I think I explained that to you before, but the reason that we do the aura bath is because we cleanse you. So we vacuum all the negative part or the blockage that you have in your body, and now you have like kind of holes, if we can have visual from what it is in your energy field. So by rebalancing in you with doing the aura bath, everything's get better aligned, and you'll see right away it's like.
So it's kind of like sealing the energy.
It's well, where the holes are, it's going to be
smoothing it out?
closed.
Okay.
So all this part that we took it out, then we're just going to put the flow back of your energy like it's supposed to be naturally, and that's why it feels so great after. So that's what it is. Just close your eyes and relax. Hey, there we go. How does it feel?
Good. I feel lighter.
You feel lighter, eh?
Yeah.
Did you feel like the energy was pushing you when I'm doing this?
No, not
A lot
pushing.
of people are like, their balance is kind of being moved because of the energy that when we do this.
I didn't really feel that. But
That's
it
good.
felt good. Settling of the energy.
Yes. Yeah, definitely that's how it feels, for sure. During the treatment, did you feel something specific while we were spinning you out in different places, or what did you?
I felt, like in the beginning, I felt a lot of electrical, especially when you were my forehead. I felt a lot of electrical currents kind of just going through, up and down through my body, but I felt there was a lot of activity here. A lot. And there was a pressure here.
On top of your head?
Yeah. And then I felt some vibrations when you were working on my arm here. Like really like as if there was something underneath that was going.
Oh, really? Okay.
But not in a bad way.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't painful or anything. Just noticed it. And then when you were over on this side, I felt like some twitching through my body, which is like energy moving in different areas.
Your muscle will kind of react to the flow.
Yeah. And then just toward the end, I felt very calm. Like everything that was just kind of built up in me before we started, I just kind of released.
You let it go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I feel very good.
I'm happy you felt that good. Good. So we're gonna have you're probably gonna have for the next usually 3 days, people will notice like their health is gonna go up. So there is an effect. It's not just what we did today. It's not over kind of thing. So your energy level is gonna go up probably. Usually the same day of the treatment, people's gonna be feeling very relaxed, really calm. Their mind's gonna stay very.
I feel that way right now.
A lot of ladies, especially, they're gonna notice their brains like, oh my god, it stops rolling in there. But and yeah, you're just gonna be very at peace, very centered and happy with yourself. That's gonna last the whole day probably. That's why we recommend not to do any physical activity too aggressive, just because you're gonna want to stay in that zen. I don't like to use the word zen,
but that's exactly what I was thinking.
Exactly, that's it. That's how you're gonna feel. And then the next couple of days, you might notice similar, but feeling better a little bit every day with yourself. So usually it lasts about 3 days. There is a possibility of a detox. In your case, probably not. Usually we see detox with people that has like disease or stuff like that. But in general, like I'll say 90% of the time, people are just feeling better after. But if it is some customer that we do have detox, it has to come out. It just has to come out. It's a cleanse that their body's doing. It's like, all right, now that everything's aligned like it's supposed to, the body flushes out what it needs to be flushed out. Something might be painful, might be uncomfortable most of the time, but it doesn't last long. Usually it's like a day and it's done. But awesome. Okay, I'm happy you got that feeling.
Thank you.